Let's try that again. This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube. This is Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley. I'm Harry Von Stuttgart, your announcer. Here's all right. Thanks very much, Harry. Good evening, everybody. Actually, good evening, East Coast. No, evening, West Coast. Good morning, East Coast. Sorry for the first part. Our amazing little AT&T once again is having a little messy problem. So what we're going to do is simple. We're going to start over. But this time we're going to do so with updates. So here we go. Let's go now to Major League Baseball. While we do this, let's do it quickly. We got 9-5, Oakland over Colorado, 9-5. What a way to make a living. They're in the ninth. Also, just going final, the defeated the Seattle Mariners of Seattle by a score of 3-2. San Fran 8, Chicago Cubs 5. Also in the seventh, San Diego 1, New York Mets nada, otherwise known as nothing. Final scores, we got them. You want them? Well, we'll give them to you. For New York Yankees, 5-2. Baltimore over Cleveland, 3-1. Pittsburgh over Miami, 9-2. Washington over Philadelphia, 2-1. Houston, what is going on there? 13-1. Houston just trying to salvage the season. The World Series defending Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Atlanta Braves by a score of 9-5. What a way to make a living. Texas Rangers over Tampa Bay Rays 5-4. Milwaukee, a 5-1 winner over Arizona. Walk-off base hit gave the Chicago White Sox a 9-8 victory over the Detroit Tigers. If that's not enough, Kansas City Royals royally cleaned clocks of the Minnesota Twins, only giving them a 5 spot while they took up 14 runs. 14-5 final score. Cincinnati over St. Louis, 6-4. That is your MLB scoreboard, and you're probably saying to yourself, Steve, is that all the baseball? Oh, heaven offend, no sir. We always give you baseball, then we go to the other balls and we bash them. That's right, folks. Let's do it properly. We go all the way to AAA. Beep, beep. And here we go. Top of the seventh. Salt Lake over Tacoma, 7-2. Final in 8 innings. Buffalo 5, Syracuse 4. That was in the second game of a twilight double dip. In the first one, Syracuse beat Buffalo 6-3. Indianapolis in the first game beat Columbus 5-2. In the second game, they doubled that. Indianapolis defeated Columbus 10-3. How's it going? Okay, St. Paul over Louisville 2-1. That was game number 2. Game number 1, St. Paul over Louisville. They doubled that one 4-1. Worcester over Rochester 12-1. Lehigh Valley over Scranton Wilkes-Barre 5-4. Charlotte over Nashville by a score of 1-0. Jacksonville over Gwinnett 5-0. Round Rock over El Paso 6-4. Oklahoma City over Sugar Land 10-1. And Mutual of Omaha over Iowa 13-8. In 10 innings, it was Memphis 6, Toledo 5. Vegas, baby, over Albuquerque 4-2. Reno over Sacramento 6-4. And the only game postponed in AAA was Norfolk and Durham. All right, let's go from AAA to AA. Arn Anderson, that's right. Erie over Akron 8-2 in game 2. In game 1, the makeup game, it was 6-0 Akron. So Akron and Erie split up here. Richmond over Altoona 5-3. Binghamton over New Hampshire 11-4. Harrisburg over Portland 8-1. Reading over Somerset 8-3. Bowie over Hartford 6-2. Chattanooga 2-2 DeLong 11-3 over Rocket City. Pensacola over Mississippi 4-1. Montgomery, the Biscuits over Biloxi 6-1. Midland, a 2-0 winner over Corpus Christi. Birmingham, 6-1 winner over Tennessee. Wichita over Arkansas or Arkansas, if you prefer, 8-5. Springfield, 6-3 winner over San Antonio. Northwest Arkansas, a 4-3 winner over Tulsa. And Amarillo, not Armadillo, but Amarillo over Frisco, 6-3. Let's now go to Eugene over Vancouver, 6-5. Everett, that's in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 6th, Everett over Hillsboro, 11-1. Final scores: Brooklyn 6, Jersey Shore 4, Greensboro 17, Winston-Salem 3, Lake County 8, Dayton 4. Jersey Shore in their first game beat Brooklyn 5-4. Greenville over Asheville 10-3. Aberdeen over Hickory 4-3. The Lansing Lugnuts. Yes, friends, we have to show the pride. There it is. Lansing Lugnuts. I'll be wearing this. All right. Lansing Lugnuts over South Bend 17-3. Talking about being bent over. Wow. Great Lakes Loons over West Michigan Whitecaps 9-4. Fort Wayne over Cedar Rapids 4-3. Quad Cities over Beloit 8-5. Bowling Green over Rome, and they weren't built in a day. Take that off. Put it right there. 7-3. Peoria 11. Wisconsin 4. Spokane over the Tri-Cities 3-0. And Hudson Valley and Wilmington were postponed. We've had the highs. Now let's go blow away. Modesto over San Jose 6-3. Inland Empire, that's in the top of the 9th. We might as well say it. They're going to win 6-3. Final score. We call it. Top of the 8th, Inland Empire over Rancho Cucamonga 14-4. We're going to call that game over because how will Rancho Cucamonga come back? They're 10 down. Top of the 8th, Lake Elsinore 5, Stockton 4. Final score is Fayetteville over Kannapolis 7-2. They played the first game of the double dip 2-1. Fayetteville over Kannapolis. Okay, the first game Down East over Carolina 5-1. Then Carolina split it by beating Down East in the second game 6-5. Myrtle Beach over Columbia by a simple score 1-0. Jupiter over Palm Beach 3-1. Dunedin over Bradenton 12-2. Salem over Lynchburg 2-0. Fort Myer over St. Lucie 3-2. Clearwater over Daytona 10-4. Fredericksburg over Delmarva 5-2. Charleston, made in Carolina. Hey, beat Augusta 8-3. Fresno, place like home. They beat Visalia, the onion capital of the world, by a score of 2-1. Lakeland and Tampa were postponed. They'll make it up on June 5th. Columbia and Myrtle Beach, they'll make theirs up also on June 5th. And that's the scores and the stories of MLB and MILB, Major and Minor League Baseball. All right, let's get back to the fun and joy of the NBA. And we got one game going, and this game went final a while back. The LA Clippers came back alive and thriving against Dallas. They beat them 104-97 to take us to a 7th game. Series tied at 3. All right, let's go from the hardwood to the hard synthetic ice. 2 games up and over for the NHL Stanley Cup. 8:11 left to play in regulation time. Colorado leads Las Vegas 2-1. And a final score, Montreal over Winnipeg 1-0. They take a 2-0 series lead in that game. That's really going to help Rogers Sports and Media, who have a 12-year deal for Canadian television rights to the NHL. And 7 out of those 12 years, No Canadian team survived either the first or the semifinal. But with the way that the commission of the National Hockey League has redone the alignments, it's assured that maybe, just maybe, Rogers Sports and Media, or Media and Sports, will have at least one team representing in the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll just have to find out they go that far again. Okay, that encroaches that. Let's taking out some sports news before we go totally bananas. By the way, everybody is wondering, are we going to cover the Mayweather-Paul fight? Here's the answer. We'll cover it, but in our own little unique way. Oh, are we going to cover it in our own little unique way? Oh yeah, you can count on that. Right now, let's get you some big old news with the Portland Trailblazers. Blazers mutually agree to part ways after 9 seasons as head coach. That's right. The team announced Friday night that situation. Chauncey Billups, Juwan Howard, Mike D'Antoni, and Jeff Van Gundy are expected to be the lead candidates to replace him, according to ESPN's basketball guru Adrian Wojnarowski. The Blazers lost their first-round series against the Denver Nuggets, despite Denver being without 3 of its top 5 guards. The Blazers led Game 6 at home by 14 before blowing the lead and doing a big old choke in the 2 quarters. They lost Game 5 despite 55 points from star point guard Damian Lillard. Blazers team president Neil Olshey said in a statement, quote, "I have the utmost respect for Terry and what he has accomplished these past 9 seasons. This was a difficult decision on both the personal and professional, but it's in the best interest of the franchise to move in another direction. Terry will always hold a special place in the Trailblazer family and the Portland community. We relied on the integrity, professionalism, and consistency he brought to the job every day, and we wish him and Jan nothing but the best," end quote. Now, such has sadly become the norm in Portland. The Blazers have lost in the first round in 4 of the past 5 seasons. The lone exception was 2019, a trip to conference finals, predictated on a favorable bracket. The 2 top teams in the Western Conference that year, the Rockets and the Warriors, met in the second round, paving the path for Portland to reach conference finals, but they got swept by Golden State. Aside from that run, Portland won only 2 postseason series since Stott's 9 years at the helm. The Blazers have gone 4-02 and 3-19 in that span, typically buoyed by an elite offense led at first by LaMarcus Aldridge and later by Lillard. Where Portland tended to struggle was on defense. They had none. This season, Portland finished 29th on the end of that floor. They finished better than the league average only twice since Stott's tenure. Now the Blazers will seek a new coach for a critical point in franchise history. Lillard will turn 31 this month. C.J. McCollum will hit his 30s before next season. Portland is running out of time to build a contender around this core of players. They'll have to nail this hire if they ever plan to do so. And I'm going to just give one little suggestion. Chauncey Billups. Give that guy a chance. Okay? Going back to last night, the LA Lakers, as you know, were embarrassed. They were bounced in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Champion of that were the Phoenix Suns. LeBron James claims to be a leader, a team leader. He didn't show that class of being a leader in the 2 games that he got embarrassed. And let's face it, Thursday he was embarrassed so much by his team's play that 5 minutes plus remaining, he decided to bolt for the back to supposedly get work done on his ankle. Yeah, right. Well, this time when Phoenix eliminated them, did King LeBron decide to join his teammates in the congratulatory little celebratory? Well, congratulations, thanks. You played a good game. Good luck in the next round. No. After the buzzer, he ran off like a little girl, and once again, was exposed for the for want of a better word, fraud that he is. He'll probably complain that he'll need some more players or a new coach that will understand him, otherwise known as a coach he can control. But as for LeBron, come on, man, you're how old? 38? You're supposed to be a team leader. Team leader accepts defeat and takes it like a man. You never accepted defeat, and you took it like a little baby. In fact, to prove that point, Twitter went after you big time. You have now replaced Michael Jordan as the most used meme. But they do have a point, because to be the greatest of all time, you have to have humility, respect, not just for the game, but for your team. You lack that humility, and you didn't, after your actions twice, I think you may have lost the team. Good luck. Furthermore, you know what LeBron did this morning? He said he was not going to play on Team USA. The excuse he gave, well, here's the excuse he gave. Was it because his injury, he needed to rest up and work on it? No. Was it because he was looking forward to vacation? Nope. Was it because he wanted to commiserate with his team? Well, that's a no. You know what the excuse he gave was? He has a movie to do. That's why he's not going to be with Team USA. LeBron, the ego has landed again, and it's going to cost the Lakers more and more. The fans know now who you are. You really disappointed them. A man accepts the responsibilities for losing a game. A man will join his teammates in congratulating the winners as they move on to the next round. He doesn't let his ego take full control. So, LeBron, maybe you can take this off season to look deep within yourself. Lord knows you need something to do that. Anyway, if we're all ready, and I know I am, let's do some soccer news and some soccer items for you. Let's go for the international soccer, and we do so. Hey, we do. Hey, we do. Boom. Like this, in the international friendlies, Estonia over Finland, 1-0. Latvia over Lithuania, 3-1. Kosovo over Malta, 2-1. North Macedonia over Kazakhstan, 4-0. Spain and Portugal ended up in a goose egg tie. Hungary over Cyprus, 1-0. Cameroon over Nigeria, 1-0. Iceland over the Faroe Islands, 1-0. Italy, 4. Czech Republic, 0. Slovenia, 6. Gibraltar, 0. In the Euro under-21 qualifying, Wales and Moldova ended in a goose egg tie. Montenegro over Luxembourg, 2-1. Albania over Andorra, 3-0. Belgium over Kazakhstan, 3-1. In South America World Cup qualifying, Argentina and Chile tied at 1. Colombia over Peru 3-0. In the Asia World Cup qualifying match, it was Syria 4, Maldives nothing. In the North and Central America portion of the qualifying round for the World Cup, it was Antigua and Barbuda over Grenada by a score of 1-0. Suriname over Bermuda 6-0. Guatemala didn't waste time. They beat St. Vincent and the Grenadines like a rented mule 10-0. St. Kitts and Nevis defeated Guyana by a score of 3-0. And the Dominican Republic and Barbados qualifying round still going on. We have no score. And in the Australian A-League, it was Wellington Phoenix over MacArthur 3-0. Let's get you some. Let's get you a couple of scores from Australian football. Hi there. Oh, I forgot. I knew that. Hang on. Let's take you right now to the AFL, the Australian Football League. Give you some scores of games that are just underway. Some of them, believe it or not, even at the half. In fact, we have less than a few minutes away before the half. It is the St. Kilda Saints and the Sydney Swans. Swans lead 6-7-43 to 5-6-36. So on St. Kilda. That game right now, for those of you interested, is on Fox Sports 2 as we speak. Or even as we don't speak. All right. It is right now 12:45. We are 15 minutes before the hour of 1 o'clock. And we are, yes, we are, aren't we? Yes. We are just tap dancing here. Actually, we're doing our best after the little tech burp we had from the lovely phone company. Wow. Yeah, let's, okay, hang on. No, I didn't call for you. Get back. Okay, there's, no. We want international. We want USA. Thank you. Okay, Sydney Swans, St. Kilda, we gave you that score. Melbourne and Brisbane play at 5:50 a.m. We'll give you that score tomorrow, as well as a few other scores. Saturday, June 5th, another game will be on Fox Sports 2, and that'll be the Adelaide Crows and Collingwood at 2:35 in the morning. This is, of course, round 12 of the awesomely fun AFL, Australian Football League. I'm just chapping at the bit here, find out what's coming up. Okay, thank you, boys. Thank you, ghouls. Okay, and that is your AFL report. We do have a report on some unconfirmed situation with the WWE and all of their layoffs and cuts, etc. Folks at Sportskeeda have reported this by Daniel Wood. There's been growing speculation over the last few months, nay, the last few weeks as well, that Vince McMahon might be preparing to sell the company that his father launched decades ago, World Wrestling Entertainment. The speculations gathered some steam recently because of a number of releases of talent and employees, both on and backstage. While it's certainly not unusual for WWE to release employees, given they made similar releases almost annually in the past, the latest batch of cuts has got a lot of people talking. Now, many are citing the trimming of employees as a possible sign that WWE is preparing to sell. alongside recent business dealings like selling the WWE network to NBC Universal streaming outlet Peacock for about multi-year millions and millions of dollars contract. A series of WWE documentaries on A&E as well as Vince's age as evidence for this. Peacock, of course, a new home of the WWE network, is run by Comcast-owned NBC Universal. So, too, the USA Network. And they have been the largest griper because their big draw has become more of a big bust as Monday Night Raw continues to have a downward spiral in the abyss, as well as NXT also has been a major ratings disappointment, so much so that the USA Network reportedly has been talking and thinking strongly maybe they should get out while the getting is good. Well, there's a report from Slice Wrestling which implies the following. NBC is looking into buying World Wrestling Entertainment, and some movement has already been made in that direction. Sources tell Slice Wrestling that NBC is waiting patiently to offer big money to buy WWE as a whole and feature Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and all pay-per-views and WWE Network programming exclusively on Peacock. No figures have officially been brought up, but WWE sources say the deal, if NBC were to buy WWE, would be in the range of $2 to $4 billion. Vince McMahon, who will turn 76 this August 24th, is said to be looking at Nick Khan to set up WWE to be sold in the coming years, and the moves are already being put in place for a smooth sale, including the hiring of controversial executive Jamie Horowitz, who single-handedly changed ESPN into more of an embrace debate channel network. He then went to NBC and lasted 24 hours when he was hired to be the new executive producer of the Today Show after the Today Show crew, including host, went to their news boss and said, "He's hired, we're out." Suffice to say, he got fired from that quickly. Like I said, he lasted 24 hours. Then he got hired to be the new sheriff for Fox Sports 1, the cable sports network trying to find its own identity. And what did he do? He killed off some of the things that viewers liked, from America's pregame show to several shows, including one with Katie Nolan and Regis Philbin. He also shut down the sports news department. And since then, well, they haven't, and single-handedly destroyed the website, turning it more into a video. But since his departure, as well as some unwarranted things like, a lot of complaints of sexual harassment. Suffice to say, Mr. Horowitz was escorted from the building and given his walking papers. He's recently been the behind-the-scenes man in charge of DAZN, the sports streaming service. And now he will be part of the WWE, which will include WWE Studios and digital everything else. They are cleaning house and streamlining their roster of superstars and office staff for releases and layoffs to cut back on payroll spending and increase the profit margin to make WWE look attractive as possible to NBC when the time comes to sale. Many superstars for WWE would have never released are now being let go in an effort to cut back on spending and big contracts. More releases are in the works, with the possibility of some fan favorites getting the blade. Now, it's worth noting that NBC Universal is worth an estimated $35 billion, and as of 2020, the net worth of WWE is to be around $5.71 billion. So NBC Universal could feasibly purchase the WWE. However, Slice Wrestling is not considered to be a legitimate source, So anything they reported should be taken with a little grain, tiny grain of salt, especially as there is no evidence to support a claim. Some don't believe there's any truth to the rumors that WWE is preparing to sell to anyone, let alone NBC Universal. Brandon Thurston, a wrestling business journalist, has done his own research and has been able to find any evidence to support the suggestion that WWE is selling. Now, he previously thrown his 2 cents, suggesting President and Chief Revenue Officer Nick Khan told Colin Cowherd that Vince McMahon has no intention of selling. Since there is no real evidence other than online speculation and a report from a less than reputable source that WWE is planning to sell, and the money trail certainly doesn't seem to suggest as much. However, where there's smoke, there is fire, and in this case, there's usually never smoke without fire. Vince McMahon did start a fire a while ago when he reportedly said the WWE was open for business. McMahon selling WWE would be huge news and arguably one of the biggest events in professional wrestling history. So a potential WWE sale is definitely worth keeping an eye on, even if there's the smallest chance it might happen. To be continued. By the way, still no word from Dwayne Johnson and his gang that recently bought the XFL if they're going to be coming back. If so, are they going to try to merge with the Canadian Football League, as several have reported? We'll just have to, as they say, wait and see. Okay, we are at 12:54. 6 minutes left in the program that has been besieged by technical problems for the third week in a row. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Third week in a row. And is my mouth, I don't know. I feel like my mouth is sort of out of whack. Oh, well. If it is, it is. If it isn't, well, what the hell. There we go. Hey, mouth exercises. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Anyway. Yeah, we got to go one more round before we take off here, and that is to the best thing ever invented, our scoreboard. All right, let's get to the scoreboard, and let's get to some of the games people play. Yahoo! All right, in basketball, in Espanyol, Valencia over Barcelona, 78-73. In Japanese baseball, the Yakut Swallows over Cebu Lions, 10-1. Ishikawa is your winner. He's 1-1 for the Yakut Swallows. Takahashi got the loss for Cebu Lions. He's 5-1. Chunichi Dragons, the Oric Buffaloes beat the Chunichi Dragons 2-1. Yamamoto for Oric Buffaloes gets the win. He's 5-5. Ono gets the loss. He's 2-4. Why do I press too early? The Chiba Lotte Marines over the Yokohama Bay Stars 11-7. Omine gets the win for Chiba Lotte. He's 1-0. Kuniyoshi gets a loss by Yokohama. He's 1-1. Yomiuri Giants beat the Nippon Ham Fighters 6-0. Mercedes gets the win for the Giants. He's 1-0. Aikida gets a loss for the Ham Fighters. He's 2-6. Hanshin Tigers over the Fukuoka Hawks 6-1. Oyagi gets the win for Hanshin 4-2. Ishikawa gets a loss for the Fukuoka Hawks. 3-4 is his record. Rakuten Golden Eagles over the Hiroshima Carp by a score of 12-5. Wakui gets the job done for Rakuten. He's 6-3. Nakamura for Hiroshima gets a loss. He's 0-3. And in South Korea, the Big Little Advantage Let's do this proper. Doosan Bears beat the SSG Landers 3-2. Choi Won Jun gets the win for Doosan. He's 7-0. Oh Wan Suk gets a loss. He's 3-2. Kia Tigers over the LG Twins 4-3. Jung Ha Young for the Tigers goes 4-2. Song Yoon Bin gets a loss. He's 0-1. Samsung Lions over the Kowloon Heroes 6-3. Buchanan for Samsung goes 6-3 with the victory. Han Hyun Hee gets the loss. He's 3-4. No, 5-4. Excuse me. NC Dinos over the Hanwha Eagles 6-3. Rushinsky gets the win. He's 5-3. Carpenter loss. He's 2-5. And folks, believe it or not, even with the technical problems, we have done it and done it with pride. With the technical issues we've had, we survived, and that is going to wrap things up for us. We thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night at 11:30. Luckily, ain't nothing going on in the other areas, so we're going to be back with you tomorrow night, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of good sports. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations, Mandy Summers, on one heck of a purse, and as well as Wart the Wizard 2, the portal of Echoes continues to grow strong. In fact, I again state it'll do better than Wart the Wizard 1 did. Anyway, you, Peter Gilmore, Wyatt Holiday, and all the rest of Comicsgate, you're doing good. Keep it up as you continue to breathe new life in an industry that literally was near death. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everybody, for caring. We got to go. Thank you. Good night. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and the L2C Sports and YouTube. We'll see you all tomorrow. For now, Steve Baxley. Bye-bye.